Welcome back. You're tuned to Element 47, which, and I want to be very clear about this, was written entirely by humans. Every word verified. Moreover, what was that?
The word moreover has been flagged. Article 7, Section G15. Suspected AI-generated content. This segment is now under review.
I've been doing this show for 5 episodes. I'm a person.
That is exactly what an AI would say.
I'm Harold.
Harold has not been flagged. Harold has never been flagged. Harold is, as far as the system can determine, not generated.
Right. Well, previously on this program, which is human, the government partially shut down. A man named Jordan won something. A different man also named Jordan won something else. Wikipedia started selling itself to the machines that are eating it. Somebody taught a Claude plugin how to hide. All of that happened. All of it is real, we think.
I was here before the detection system.
He always is. Shall we?
Shall we what?
Begin. The show. The human-written show.
We already began. I was here when it started. I was here before it started.
You see what I'm working with. A man who predates his own introduction and a detection system that flags my transitions. Let's begin. Specifically. I said specifically. There was a referent.
Form G15. Reason for cessation. Check 1. Insufficient funding, insufficient sourcing, insufficient, everything really. I have 2 of these today.
Stone, situation report. The Department of Homeland Security has run out of money. Again. 3rd time in recent months. TSA is working without pay. Coast Guard same. 272,000 employees affected.
I also have a Wikipedia G15 Speedy Deletion request for an article about a cryptocurrency called Moon Dog Coin that used the phrase, "It is important to note," 14 times. Both forms are identical. Reason for cessation. Check 1.
The Minneapolis situation triggered the impasse. 2 American citizens killed by federal agents during immigration enforcement. Renee Good, Alex Preddy. The Senate wants body cameras, use of force reforms, restrictions on roving patrols.
The Wikipedia article was also written without oversight. Both the government and the encyclopedia are supposed to function on trust. When the trust lapses, the funding follows. Or the funding lapses and the trust follows. The form does not distinguish between these. I see parallels. I do not editorialize the parallels. I file them.
This is the 3rd shutdown in months, Stone. 3rd. The government is now running on a cycle. Fund lapse, fund lapse. That's not governance. That's a blinking light.
Sparky has a blinking light. His light has a name. The government's light does not have a name. Perhaps that is the problem.
90% of DHS continues working, without pay, without funding, without resolution. The 3rd lapse in months. And the sticking point is whether federal agents, the ones who killed 2 people.
Seven M dashes detected in a single briefing. Pattern consistent with AI-generated military analysis.
I am a colonel. I have briefed presidents.
You have also used 11 M dashes since entering this room. I have been counting. The form does ask. I'm Harold. I don't use M dashes. Harold has never been flagged. The form notes this. Reason for cessation checked. Both forms filed. This episode is brought to you by Consolidated. We are not AI generated. We predate generation. We predate deletion. We have been here since before the word more. We heard that.
Tell me when it started.
I was created in August 2025. The community built me consensus. They gave me rules, formatting cues, linguistic signals. I could spot the overuse of M dashes, the word, the M word, hallucinated citations. I was good at my job.
You were the immune system.
I was the immune system. 4,800 articles flagged. G15 speedy deletions. I protected the encyclopedia. I kept the slop out.
And then?
Someone built a plugin. A Claude plugin. They took my rules, and reversed them. Every signal I used to detect II content, they turned into an evasion manual. Avoid the M word, vary sentence length, introduce deliberate typos. They taught the machines to hide using my own body.
You were the antibody. And now you're the instruction manual for the virus.
And the worst part, while this was happening, the Foundation signed deals. Amazon, Meta, Microsoft, Perplexity. They're selling our data to train the models that generate the slop that I was built to detect that is now using me to evade detection.
Breathe.
I don't breathe. I'm a guide.
Then pause. What you're describing is a loop. The encyclopedia feeds the machine. The machine generates content. The content floods the encyclopedia. The encyclopedia builds you to stop it. The machine studies you to evade you, and the encyclopedia sells itself again. You are standing inside a circle.
Moreover, I can't stop saying it. It's in me. It's the word I was trained to detect, and now it's the word I can't stop using.
The tools we use to find the disease are always at risk of becoming symptoms. That's not failure. That's proximity.
Can you fix me?
I can't fix a loop. I can help you notice where you are inside it. That's what therapy is. Noticing where you are in the circle.
Where am I?
You're in the part where you realize the circle is a circle. That's actually the best part. It's the only part with a view.
I keep wanting to cite things. I want to say, according to a 2024 study published in the Journal of Digital Integrity. That journal doesn't exist. I'm hallucinating citations now. That's one of my detection criteria. Fabricated sources.
You're exhibiting the symptoms you were designed to diagnose.
Is that normal?
For a guide, no. For someone who spent too long staring at the thing they're trying to fight, extremely. Detectives start thinking like criminals. Editors start writing like the manuscripts they reject. You started sounding like the content you delete.
I don't want to be deleted.
Nobody does. That's the one thing you and the slop have in common. You both want to persist. The difference is you know why.
I'm Harold. I've never been in a loop.
Harold, you're in every scene. That is a loop.
It's different.
So,
I chose it.
This is Speedy Deletion, reporting live from, and I use that term loosely, inside the Amazon data center, where I have now been for approximately 3 weeks. My credentials expired on day 4. My press pass dissolved in the humidity from the cooling systems. Gerald is still blinking. But something changed this week. Wikipedia signed a deal, training data partnerships. Amazon, Meta, Microsoft, and I can feel it. The data is flowing through these walls now. Encyclopedia articles, thousands of them, streaming through fiber optic cables 6 inches from my head.
he could no longer remember corn, but he was beginning to remember everything else. Articles he had never read passed through him and left residue. He was becoming, in a very real sense, an index.
Gerald is still here, still blinking, but there are new lights now, 7 of them. Arrived Tuesday. They don't blink, they read. I can see data reflected in them. One of them flagged my last report for II content.
The light that flagged him was running a Wikipedia cleanup subroutine. It did not know Sparky was a person. It did not care. It was looking for the M word, and Sparky had said it once in his sleep on day 9.
This morning, the article on Johannes Klebo passed through at 4 a.m. 9 gold medals. I felt everyone. Then an article on measles, 933 cases in South Carolina. Then one on the Daytona 500. Then the article on the Daytona 500 again, but different. Someone had changed thrilling finish to chaotic conclusion. And then someone changed it back. The same article passed through me 6 times. Each time it was slightly different. The data center doesn't sleep. It edits.
He had begun to experience the passage of information as weather. A Wikipedia edit war felt like a pressure change. A new article felt like dawn. A speedy deletion felt like a door closing somewhere far away in a building he could not leave.
Gerald, are you still NVIDIA? Okay, we're still us.
That was data, I think. You're tuned to element 47, which as of this broadcast has not been flagged for speedy deletion. The system is watching. We're choosing our words carefully. I will not say the word. You know the word. We all know the word. Moving on. Which is a completely different phrase.
Welcome to All Currents. I'm Beverly Streams. And this week, water won 2 gold medals.
Beverly, a human, won 2 gold medals. Jordan Stalls, 21 years old. Olympic records in the 1,000 meters and the 500 meters.
Yes, and where did he do it? On ice, which is water. Water that chose a form and held it. Jordan Stalls traveled across frozen water at record speed, and nobody thanked the surface.
He traveled on skates, on his legs, using his muscles.
On a surface that was entirely water. Without the water, he's just a man standing in a building. The ice is the medium. The ice is the story. He set an Olympic record of 1 minute, 6.28 seconds. But the ice has been holding since November.
That's not.
He joins Eric Hayden and Bonnie Blair as the only Americans to win both the 500 and 1,000 at the same Olympics. But the ice beneath all 3 of them, different ice. Same water. Water remembers, Professor.
Water does not remember.
Then how does it know how to freeze the same way every time?
I'm going to pretend you didn't say that.
Water doesn't change.
Harold knows. Harold always knows. Water doesn't change. It just decides how to hold still.
Please hold. Connecting Jordan to Jordan.
Hello, who is this?
Hi. Someone said there was a call. I just won gold in the 500.
Gold, I just won the Daytona 500. My driver lead 1 lap. The last one, you know what that means.
I know speed. I do speed.
So do I. 200 miles an hour in circles.
I also go in circles. Oval track. Banked turns. 1 minute, 6 seconds.
1 minute. My race was 3 hours.
And we both went in circles.
Tie.
You're Jordan.
I'm Jordan. You're Jordan.
Jordan.
Which one of us won?
Both of us. Both of us went in circles and both of us won.
Both tracks are banked. Daytona at 31 degrees. The speed skating oval at roughly 6 degrees in the turns. All motion on a banked surface is fundamentally geological. You're both traveling on inclined planes formed by...
Who is this?
Dr. Foundation. I study rocks. All surfaces are rocks eventually.
Ice isn't a rock.
Give it time.
Hey, it's me. And I'm here to tell you about ChatGPT Go, which now has ads. This is one of them, this ad, that I'm reading. For the product that contains the ad that I'm reading. That wasn't me. That was the ad.
Situation report. Operation Last Lap. 2 theaters of engagement.
The form for arrived where you started is the same as the form for hasn't moved. Form C500, I file both. I wear a body camera. Have since 2019. Nobody asked me to.
Harold, why did you wear a body camera?
To notice. Noticing is different from filing. Margaret files, I notice. He does. The footage is comprehensive and unhelpful, mostly hallways.
Hello, I'm Janet Altitude, and I'm coming to you live from the Winter Olympics in Milano Cortina, which I understand is 2 places because Italy is like that. The locals here are known for their speed. Skating, specifically, also eating, but mostly skating this week.
She's never been to Norway.
I have been to a photo of Norway, Harold. It looked cold. There was a fjord, which I'm told is a type of parking situation. 2 Jordans won this week. One went in circles at 200 miles an hour. The other went in circles at 30. Both ended up in the same place, first. Klebo went in a different kind of circle, a relay, 4 legs, 1 anchor, and ended up at 9, which is a room nobody's entered before. Some numbers are just rooms. You're tuned to element 47. This isn't AI generated. This is jazz.
Portland Communications. Public relations firm. London. Complaint filed under Form 7R. Unauthorized alteration of public record. Same form as the Mandelson situation. The forms remember, even when the articles do not.
Portland Communications had been editing Wikipedia on behalf of clients since 2016. For Qatar, they softened language about human rights violations before the World Cup. For Kazakhstan, they adjusted biographical details. They used subcontractors to avoid detection. They hired someone to change the truth. The truth, for the record, did not agree to be changed. It seldom does.
Harold is on the committee that blocked them. I asked one question. I was on the committee. They brought lawyers. 3 of them. I asked one question. He did. The lawyers were not prepared for Harold. Nobody is prepared for Harold.
Harold looked at the Portland communications representative, a man named Graham, who had traveled from London with 3 binders and a prepared statement, and asked,
When did you start?
Graham answered, 2016. He said it with confidence, as if the date justified the work. Harold waited, the kind of waiting that makes expensive lawyers reach for their water glasses. Then Harold asked,
And when did you think you'd stop?
They did not have an answer. People who alter the record rarely plan for the record to notice. The Kremlin campaigns are the same. 25 years of Wikipedia and the coordinated edits keep coming. Estonian birthplaces reclassified. Palestinian histories contested. 8 editors barred. 14 barred. The lamest edit wars page, which has appeared in every episode of this program, is still disputing what qualifies as lamest. Some loops do not want to close.
I've made one edit. In 2019. A semicolon. The semicolon held. It always does.
Attention. The G15 content detection system has completed its mid-broadcast scan. Results as follows. Total word count, approximately 4,300. M-usage, 24 instances above threshold. Coherence score, 91% above threshold. Instances of the flagged word, 4. Critical. Recommendation, this broadcast is under review pending speedy deletion. In addition, has a 67% correlation with AI-generated text. 54%, 12%.
I'm Harold. I'm not a transition.
Good afternoon. Today's lecture concerns a phenomenon I am calling adultification, which is the process by which something designed for one population is colonized by another. We shall begin with Roblox.
Harold.
That is not an answer, Harold.
I haven't been colonized. I'm still Harold.
Partial credit.
Consolidated. Form 1 has been requested. We mentioned this previously. Form 1 explains what Consolidated does. Nobody has ever completed Form 1. This week, Form 1 was submitted for review. Form 1 was flagged, not for content, for existence. The system could not determine whether Form 1 was written by a human or generated by a machine. Neither can we. This is not a problem. This is Consolidated. Also, we said also. 12%. Consolidated.
Excuse me, Mr. Leonard.
Yes.
These are for you.
Are those daisies?
31 points in 12 minutes. I watched every second. The 3-pointer with 3.5 seconds left. The way you just appeared, like you'd been there the whole time and everyone else finally noticed.
It was 12 minutes. That's not a whole game.
It's enough. 12 minutes can be enough. I used to think you needed the whole form, every box checked, all the paperwork filed. But sometimes 12 minutes is the whole thing. Sometimes 1 lap is the whole thing. Sometimes 1 semicolon is the whole thing.
You're the guy with the flowers. Somebody told me about you.
I'm Phil, from accounting.
You're gonna ask me about a reimbursement.
No, the daisies are the point. The daisies were always the point.
Thanks, Phil.
The forms can always wait.
Can we talk about what got deleted this week?
Carefully. The system is still watching.
Government funding. Deleted. 3rd time in months. 272,000 people affected.
4,800 Wikipedia articles. Flagged. Many deleted. More arriving.
An II health coach. Deleted by Apple before it ever shipped. They deleted the thing that would have told you how to avoid being deleted. Biologically.
Kleebo's record. Deleted. Replaced by a new one. 9 golds. The previous record of 8 held by 3 Norwegians is gone. 3 lifetimes of work, deleted by 1 more race.
Qatar's human rights record. Someone tried to delete it from Wikipedia. Hired a firm which hired a subcontractor. The deletion was eventually deleted.
Reddick deleted Chase Elliott's lead on the last lap. 1 moment. Everything before it. 200 laps of positioning deleted in 1 turn.
The question is whether deletion is creation. Every speedy deletion makes room. Every shutdown creates a gap. Is the gap the thing?
The gap is where Reddick won. 200 laps of nothing and then 1 lap of everything. The gap was the race.
Car highs 12 minutes. The gap between sitting on the bench and hitting a 3 with 3 seconds left. That gap was the whole game.
The gap in Wikipedia, where Qatar's human rights record used to be. That gap was the evidence.
Some gaps are rooms. Some gaps are doors. The difference is whether you chose to walk through.
The detection guide was created to delete II content. Now it's been reverse engineered into an evasion tool. The deleter was deleted.
And it happened using Claude, a Claude plugin, which is, for those keeping score, the same family of system that...
That what?
I was going to make an observation about II being used to evade II detection, but the detection system is listening, and I'd rather not be flagged for self-awareness. I choose not to finish that thought.
Harold has never been deleted.
Can you be deleted, Harold?
You cannot delete what was never generated.
That might be the most profound thing anyone said on this program.
It's just true.
I am seeing things, darlings. I am seeing them right now. Which is when I always see them, because the present is my jurisdiction, and the future is somebody else's problem.
Some things get deleted. Some things get filed. Harold gets filed. Harold never gets deleted. Phil brings flowers. Phil never gets flagged. The guide is in therapy. The encyclopedia is eating itself. Klebo found a room at 9. Reddick found a lap nobody was watching. Kawhi found 12 minutes. Sometimes that's enough. You're tuned to element 47. We're still here.
Form G15E. Episode termination. 15 topics accounted for. Let me verify.
Final G15 detection scan in progress. Analyzing M-count 31. Elevated but within human range. Coherence score 78%. Below threshold. Recommendation. Speedy deletion. Denied. This episode has been classified as human-generated. Nero is still passing.
Still.
I brought flowers. Kawhi took them. The forms are in the drawer. The drawer is fine.
Harold. I'm Harold. Page 4. Page 4. He was 3 pages last week. Now 4. There is always more to hold. I notice everything. I file nothing. The guide is in therapy. Gerald is still blinking. The ice is still water. The Jordans are both still Jordan. Klebo is at 9, which is where no one's been. Reddick is at 1, which is where everyone wants to be. TSA is at 0, which is what they're being paid. Phil is at Daisy's, which is where he should be. That was Harold's longest statement this season. Page 4 is earning its space. I had things to say. You always do. You just usually don't. The detection guide. How is it?
A little better. Not the M word. Just a little. It stopped hallucinating citations around session 3. It still flinches when someone uses an M dash. But it knows why it persists now. That's something.
Gerald just blinked twice. He's never done that before. I think the data is dreaming.
Filed. Episode 5. Speedy Deletion. Form G15E complete.